I'm here with Stacy-Marie Ishmael. She's managing editor for Bloomberg Crypto. Stacy-Marie, it's great to chat with you.
A pleasure.
Nice to finally meet you. You've only been at this job for
7 weeks.
Who's counting, though?
I am.
Okay. Well, give us an update on what's actually happening with Bloomberg Crypto right now.
So Bloomberg has been covering crypto institutionally for several years. And this year, we decided that we would build out a dedicated crypto team. And what that means is we're going to have even more people who are 24/7 across the world. We'll have folks in Asia, we have folks in Europe, we have folks here in the Americas, really thinking about breaking news, enterprise analysis, just like smart, thoughtful, authoritative coverage of what's happening in crypto.
Why the change? Why the shift?
Well, I think it's that we had been doing it for a long time, realized we were making interesting headway in terms of like, you're starting to see institutional interest in crypto as well as retail interest in crypto. And frankly, there was just like more than enough news to go around. So, I think making the decision to really invest in it, hiring out a team, signals how seriously we're taking it as an asset class.
How are you thinking about the evolution of coverage when you look at the horizon over the next year, over the next 24 months?
I think there's an interesting bifurcation in people who are interested in crypto. There are people who are interested in coins. They want to know absolutely everything about what's happening with Bitcoin or Sol or all of those things. Then there are people who are very interested in NFTs, right? Like what celebrities are endorsing them? Can you make money in them? Are they even tradable? What are they actually? What are the legal considerations of NFTs? And then there are folks who are interested in, I would say more broadly, blockchain and DeFi. Like how is this technology affecting other industries? Obviously financial services, but so many others.
And this is all under your purview?
This is all under my purview. It's very busy.
If there is one area of personal interest for you of what you just described, where is it?
I'm super interested in the DeFi element of things because I think, one, it's affected by and affects both like the coins and NFTs and everything else, but it also is such like a core Bloomberg area of expertise, right? Like we understand finance, we understand financial markets, we understand financial institutions. And so it's great for us to be able to say, okay, you are an equity investor in Robinhood. Here's how you need to understand how crypto is changing that landscape. Or, you are interested in payments and Stripe and MasterCard and Visa or MoneyGram in the case of remittances. Like we're going to help you contextualize what's really happening and how these different ways of thinking about what's possible with money is really going to affect your portfolio.
Where do you think we are in that understanding right now? If investors broadly understand fixed income and they broadly understand equities and currencies, where are they with crypto?
It really depends. I think what we're seeing, we had a story about this a couple of days ago about Wall Street going from eye-rolling Jamie Dimon saying Bitcoin is worth less to, okay, fine, we'll hire a bunch of people and staff up these desks and initiate coverage. At some places, there's like a grudging acceptance that this is something clients care about or this is something their prop desks are interested in. And then there are what I'd call like the emerging crypto native space, right? You also have a lot of folks in venture capital who are very interested personally in crypto and who are making significant personal investments in the space as well. But interest and understanding are not always correlated. So we're also definitely seeing people really starting to pay more attention to what's actually happening, right? Like they don't just want the move, they want to know why the thing is moving. They are hearing terms like hard fork versus soft fork, and they're not just like rolling their eyes. They really want to understand what's at play here.
I'm wondering how you're thinking about on the ground elements of this. You and I were talking before, and you said your first day coincided with the day that El Salvador adopted Bitcoin as legal tender.
Yeah.
How are stories like that playing into crypto's coverage here?
One of the great strengths that we have is we have people everywhere, right? And crypto as a 24/7 asset class, it's global, it's interesting. We can say, hey, Facebook has announced that they are trying to do remittances to Guatemala. Who do we have in Guatemala? Like, let's make sure we understand that story. Or the Miami mayor wakes up every day and thinks about Bitcoin. Like we can talk about that from a really interested and informed place. And I think that's a real strength, right? Like I remember it was like 5 o'clock or 5:30 in the morning when China, New York time, China said that all crypto transactions will be considered illicit. And I didn't have to immediately do anything because the team in Asia was like already on it. And so we have this ability to do that kind of global story in like smart and interesting ways that I think is really beneficial.
Stacy-Marie Ishmael, managing editor for crypto here at Bloomberg. Thanks so much
for having
joining us.